Frinos. Welcome to the voicemail dump truck. Today is Thursday, May 18th, 2023. We've got a nice dump truck route for you to jump on board with us today. Very exciting stuff. Returning once again, very, very special guest, Mr. Michael Peter Minotti. How are you?
Everyone's always telling me how special I am.
Okay.
He's had a tough day.
I did. I got a headache after Robo mentioned it. It was a woo.
You know, I watched your show and I just have to make it until you take the helmet off. And then I just want to see your reaction and how itchy and sweaty it is. And as soon as you're done, I know I can complete my Thursday.
I can tolerate the helmet for less and less time each episode. I've got it mounted on top of my Arby's head over there now. It's waiting.
You might want to air that out. You might want to just let that flap in the wind.
That.
Stew in the juices. Stew in it.
Are these things, yeah, Dan, you bought it. Are these things, I almost said dishwasher safe. Are these things washer safe?
Oh, they're all kinds of safe, yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah, that goes without saying.
Yeah.
Jeff Grubb running the show today on the back end. How are you, sir? Thank you for being here.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for having me. I'm doing pretty good. I think we got the show up and running, even though I moved everything over to a new computer. It's all working though, so I'm feeling pretty good about that.
Everything's working. Dan Reichert, what's working for you today, sir?
Things are working. The camera's working. The microphone. Well, yeah, I got an error about I got too many. I got to do something about the USB ports on this new computer. It's like, hey, you got too much stuff plugged in. And so I bought a card, and so I'm going to try to insert a card into a computer. Anytime I open up a computer, I freak out.
Wait,
I don't know what to do.
You're adding more USB ports to the computer?
Yeah, I bought a card on Amazon. Card? Yeah, exactly. Is a PCI card the one that goes?
Oh, yeah, yeah. You've got a PCI USB port. Sure, yeah. That's cool.
It's got like 2 USB-Cs and like 5 USB 3.2s or whatever. And it's like, all right, hopefully that just works. But I don't understand motherboards or how any of that stuff works.
Yeah, that'll be fine. That's good. That's a fine way of doing things. Sure.
I moved my internal capture card, and that seems to work, so we're doing all right.
Yeah, I got to move mine in here as well. Yeah.
I'm really excited for you. I am. Big boy stuff.
Computer? Yeah.
With a big computer. Big boy stuff.
Yeah.
I also knew nothing about any of that. Then I bought my last case maybe a year ago and like figured enough of it out to get it going. It's not as hard as I always assumed it would be.
No, it's very easy. Yeah.
No, that's the thing. It's just the barrier to entry with DIY PC stuff. It's intimidating for sure. And you're like, oh, I'm going to bend a pin and I'm going to ruin a whole thing. And it's like, yeah, but you won't.
Have you ever bent the pin? I bent the pin and then bent it back, and it worked fine.
Yes, on a CPU I did.
Yes, on a CPU back when they had. Now they don't. Even the AMDs don't have those pins anymore, really. So
everything these days too is just I could find a YouTube video of some guy showing me exactly what to do. It's just monkey see, monkey do now. It's no problem.
Totally.
I've sat next to Brad Shoemaker as he puts together computers, and he instilled a fear in me that has not been shaken to this day. Where it's the pins. He's like, okay, so this thing here, this the processor. It's like there's 9,000 things here, and if a breeze hits any of it, it's all on fire.
Pins aren't as sturdy as used to be. All these
yeah, he really scared me, so I don't touch
this from the guy
anymore.
who disposed of his old phone by hitting it with an axe.
That was a safe disposal method. I think
it worked, you know.
I think it didn't work. I think it very specifically didn't.
Yourself. Yeah.
I got glass in my eyes and hands, but I'm alive.
Just a little glass.
You get glass in your eyes.
He thinks he got something in his eyes.
I think I got glass.
It was either that or battery acid.
Wait,
my eyes.
Were you not here for that, Bacalar?
I think he was gone. I think he was traveling.
Maybe I was in Mexico
you're
or
so
something.
lucky you were gone for that.
I probably would have had a hard time.
You would have died.
You would have had a hard time with that. Yeah,
you would have
died.
It would have been rough for you. It was rough for me.
I took an axe to some of my old electronics, and then I realized that it was just shoot glass on these screens, and it went all. I didn't have shoes on. I was in my garage, and I was like, I'm probably getting glass all over the floor. And then I realized my eyes were itching, and then for like hours, my eyes were like, what the fuck? And I kept rubbing my eyes, and I think I was getting glass dust in there, and it wasn't good.
I would have died. I would have just instantly died.
You would have evaporated. You would have like vibrated until you were no more. Yeah.
I don't like airing out Dan's laundry.
No, he airs it out himself so well.
Yeah.
Motherfucker. The 2 days ago, he said that I sent you the chat, Grub. If you want to like quickly toss to it a screenshot of what he said. I'll read it out loud. Obviously, this.
If you want to send it to me, I can get up there. Sure.
I did. I sent it in Discord. Here's what Dan wound up saying to me.
If I go to that, it's going to ruin the shot, so I'll get there.
All right, he goes, So we were
Right,
talking
reenactment.
about an oil company. He said,
It's a
said ev-
gas station. We were talking about a gas station. That's
He
an
said-
important distinction.
"Sure, okay, sure." He said, "Everyone uses oil," and then in parentheses, "Is oil the same as gas?" Question mark. And then he said, "Wait, is oil part of gasoline, like car gasoline?"
Well,
Look, he
so
didn't say the word shoot though. That's
no,
a
well, I'm
plus.
talking to. I know my audience. I don't talk. Worker talk with Backler. No, I realized because in the middle of thinking about that and oil and gas, it's like you always hear about oil, and I know it's super important because like you fight like wars over oil, and so I was like, wait, so what do people use oil for? And my only thought was like, well, that has to be involved with gasoline because everything runs on gas. So I bet the main thing oil does is turn into gasoline, right?
Yes, that's true.
It's one of the main
I
things
figured
it
that out in my
does.
head. I figured that out.
Yes.
So that's,
And then
yeah.
and then I wrote you, "No, it's strictly used for slicking up racetracks."
Spy Hunter, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, but I mean, is that the main? Is oil
Yes,
gas?
you're right.
Do you have to do something to oil to make it
You have
gasoline?
to refine it. You have to
Refine it.
refine it. Or
Could
else
you
it's-
straight up? Okay, what would happen if you Beverly Hillbillies like straight out of the ground, put it in a bucket, and poured it in your
Depends
car?
where you
Would
live.
run?
Destroy your engine.
Depends on where you live. Because if it's some parts of the world, the oil you get out of the ground is already naturally a little bit more combustible, but it wouldn't be very good for your engine. It'd be really rough on your engine. Absolutely.
Okay, so they do a thing. It's like what they do with milk before. Like it doesn't go straight out of the cow into
It's
the
pasteurized.
bucket.
Yeah, sure. It's
Yes.
pasteurization.
Gasoline
yes.
is just
Pasteurization.
pasteurized oil. Everyone knows that.
But like
Okay,
the petroleum that you get out of the earth, they turn that into all kinds of products. They turn it into plastic. They turn it
rubber.
into the lubricating oils for your engine, rubber. Yeah,
how
all kinds of
does
stuff.
Oil, a viscous liquid, turn into a hard plastic?
Well, when they get it
You
out of the
just heat it
ground,
up?
it's got a lot of. It's very thick. That stuff, I think.
Right.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I listen, man. I didn't go to college.
You
I
just
don't
heat it
fucking
up?
know, but I know
Well,
that
we're
they
not
turn it into
fucking
that
chemical
stuff.
engineers. Like they got processes to do that.
Yeah. I mean,
All right. So it seems like none of us are oil experts.
No,
here.
Yeah,
we're
you're
not,
right.
Dan.
We're all in the
All
same
is that
camp
what
here.
you
We're
were? Is
all-
that what we
yeah.
claimed? I don't.
Yeah. We're
Everyone's
exactly the
acting
same.
like they're Daniel Plainview here, and I'm just asking questions.
We're
You know
all,
what
yeah, we're
Dan
all
does?
even playing field here for sure.
Dan, like once Dan in his brain is like, "Oh, I'm really in the back row here," he like finds a way to sort of like collude his way and sort of be like, "Hey, we're all just asking questions here. We're all the sort of normal
Seems
people
to me
here.
that none of us know for sure.
You know,
No one knows.
Epcot
No one knows.
Disney World used to have a whole ride about oil. I think it was sponsored by Exxon called the Universe of Energy. And at one point you went through like a dinosaur land because like that's what, the dinosaur became petroleum and all that stuff.
Let me
And
guess.
then-
Epcot, it goes like 60 miles an hour, a bunch of loop-de-loops,
No, it was very slow.
Yeah.
And then later
weird.
in the
Okay.
90s, when the
slow
ride
and
was getting...
informative. Okay,
Wait, you're like
great.
this. In the 90s, to spice the ride up because it was getting old, they added in Bill Nye the Science Guy and Ellen DeGeneres as the main characters of it.
Of
They had
the
little
oil
robots
ride?
in there. No, it's not a thrill ride. It's just you go along very slowly while they talk to you about energy.
What a fun
Energy.
theme park. Sounds like a great theme
I
park.
bring that up because a lot of people are constantly asking me, like, "Is Dan this person in real life?" And like the short answer is just yeah.
It's
That's
it's
it.
not a work.
It's just yeah.
There are
not
parts.
even
There are
getting
some
more
works,
complicated.
and then there's a lot of shoots. There's definitely a lot of shooting.
He's living
I-
that shoot life.
I don't hide my lack of knowledge, unlike all you looking to be smart guys on here that also don't know how oil turns into plastic.
Listen, yes, just because that one time I was accidentally in charge of a plastic plant, and because I put it on my resume, and suddenly that was a problem, and I admit that was a mistake. But other than that,
You're always
I-
flashing
I-
your oil degree on streams.
I generally know how they do it. They take the parts out of the oil they dig up and they turn that into plastic. There.
There
yeah,
you go.
yeah.
Did it.
Like dinosaur
I
bones?
got my oil degree from Harvard.
This is a call-in show. by the
Real
way.
quick, before the show, we were talking about how Mike Minotti watched A Clockwork Orange because he thought it was a porno, and that got a bunch of people.
As a child.
As a
Well,
child,
old
as a
enough-
child, he watched a
older-ish
porno
child.
called Clockwork Orange on Cinemax. It was very confusing, but that got some people in chat mentioning like the times that they were in school and watched movies that maybe felt like they were inappropriate, like that PG Romeo and Juliet that actually does show like boobs and
Oh.
butt. Did you guys ever have anything like that in school? Because I totally saw that Romeo and Juliet in school and was just like, those are boobs. This doesn't seem like it should be allowed.
I feel like by
Yeah.
the time I was there, everyone was scared. So the only movie we ever watched, whenever it was movie time, was Remember the Titans. I think I saw it 10 times in high school.
Jesus.
I remember it's not boobs or butts, but I remember in 6th grade, it was like very close to the end of the school year, and they're like, we're watching Three Ninjas, and everyone's like, yeah, sick. And like 20 minutes in, the teacher's like, this is way too violent. We're watching Little Mermaid instead.
Ninjas was too violent.
I thought it was too violent.
Oh, I did think of an actual good one though. 8th grade science class, because we were learning about global warming. So the teacher put on freaking Water World. So we got to watch water. But there's that scene where like they're going to pretend to sell that one woman and her young daughter into like sex slavery or something, and the teacher was kind of uncomfortable and fast forwarding a bit and stuff like that. That was good.
I've said it before, but yeah, in Daycare, it was The Abyss and Howard the Duck were the movies they showed us.
I
and
love that.
Cool J music videos, yeah.
Who's the girl from Howard the Duck and Back to the Future?
Leah Thompson.
Leah Thompson, yeah.
Uh-huh.
I did not watch The Abyss in Daycare.
Do you think I made that up? That's a weird thing to make up.
Who remembers Daycare? Like,
I remember
old-
Daycare.
When you watch The Abyss, you remember it when you're a small child.
I guess I don't remember. Do you mean preschool or daycare? Like that's different.
Yeah,
it's kinda
I think that's what I'm
similar stuff.
thinking. Yeah, I'm thinking preschool.
I remember preschool.
Are you mean like
I remember
after
things from
school
preschool.
care?
No, this is like during the day. Like it was before I was in like.
Oh,
shoot
it could be
school,
during the
like,
summer. Like, okay. So you mean like when you were like 3 years old?
I feel like I might not remember that. It was probably more preschool, kindergarten, like around there. I would say,
Preschool.
but like
Preschool was like
first grade for
preschool.
sure.
Okay, preschool was like 3-4 years old. Was it? Do you think it was like maybe like a summer daycare when you were like 5?
Possibly. It was, but it was the same. It was Holy Trinity. It was the school I went to, but they had like a thing for little kids that wasn't actual school. you know?
Okay.
I don't want to hear about church, school, weird shit. I'm done with that.
I went to church school too.
Yeah. They
Okay.
show you the abyss.
That's
Yeah.
neat. That's
They're like,
neat.
this will be you if you're not careful.
Yes. This is hell.
Oh, okay. Like I said, this is a call-in show. 707 exit flu. Leave us a voicemail. Roll the dice. Spin the wheel. Take a chance. Take a gamble. See if your voicemail is going to get featured on the very prestigious, highly respected voicemail dump truck. Jan picked, I don't know, what am I looking at? A dozen or so? Two
Yeah, it looks
dozen
like more than
perhaps?
that. There's a lot.
Much.
We'll get to
A
what we
butt
get to.
ton, a metric butt ton of voicemails this fine Thursday afternoon. We're going to get to as many as we can in the next hour or so. Starting things off, Mr. Mike James Minotti.
Yes. Not my middle name, but I like the effort.
Mhm.
Beef Wellington.
All right. Let me see if I found that.
Towards the bottom there.
Why is it not in alphabetical order?
Wow.
Oh, good question.
They can't hear it, guys. Hang on, I'm going to start it over just a second. All right, sorry about that, chat. For some reason, it was muted on this thing. Let me turn that up for you. All right, here we go one more time.
And are you willing to commit to eating one? Hey, Jumpers, this is Ian from Cambridge. This is for Dan. Dan, what is in a beef Wellington? You're not allowed to Google it. Just tell me what you think a beef Wellington is, how it's prepared, etc. And are you willing to commit to eating one? Thank you.
I think I've
don't
had
know
it
what's in there.
once. I think I've had it once, and it's
Mhm.
because when I won the Taco Bell wedding, Bianca and I got a bunch of different prizes that came with it, and one of them was a free meal at the Gordon Ramsay Steakhouse.
Yes, he's
in
famous
the-
for those.
Yeah, in the Paris,
interesting.
LA or the Vegas
The hotel,
Paris
yeah.
hotel. Yeah, so we went to Gordon Ramsay's place, and everything was like, oh, you should get the beef Wellington, and I got it, and if I remember right, it was very good. I think it was a little pinker or redder than I usually have meat, and it had like a breading type thing around
Yeah.
it, and it was very big, and I remember I couldn't finish all of it.
Yeah,
But
so
yes.
beef Wellington is specifically a beef tenderloin, then covered with a mustard, then a prosciutto.
I got it with no mustard.
Yeah, sure you did. There's a prosciutto involved, and there's like this like
Prosciutto?
really finely like super cooked mushrooms into almost kind of like a dry paste that you put around it. Then you put puff pastry around that, and then
Oh,
you cook it all.
fuck.
And it's great.
Oh my fuck.
That
It's
sounds really
very-
good.
Very elaborate, very extravagant kind of a thing. I've had like miniature versions of it before, never the full blown thing.
You think
It's,
Sheetz makes beef Wellingtons?
Probably not.
Probably. Gas stations around the world.
Gas station beef Wellington is the only way I'm going to eat a beef Wellington.
Wait. I've never had this, and you describing it, Mike, has made my mouth water.
It's great. It's
What-
very good because you
how
have
do
that
they-
super tender beef. It's difficult. It's kind of a high. It is like a top level cooking stuff, right?
Yeah.
Like your mom probably didn't make you a beef Wellington growing up.
Maybe not
So-
your mom.
Because yeah, would you say about my mom? No, but also cooking meat, I would imagine at the right temperature with the pastry involved, like that's probably the really tough sort of.
Well, you just want to use an oven, something that's going to cook it evenly. And these days, you can get so many thermometers and stuff, which just tells you exactly what temp it is, so you know when to pull it. You got to let it rest properly, and you can like do a lot of fun decorations with that puff pastry. And puff pastry you just buy,
right?
Like nobody makes their own puff pastry. That's insane. So that part's like not too bad. Kind of getting it all around the beef and stuff, and the prosciutto is a bit of a thing.
I think I got it with just the meat and the breading. I think like you mentioned mushrooms and mustard and stuff. I definitely said no to that.
Decimel or something, the mushrooms mixture that they do. It's like I'm not a big mushroom guy, but this stuff's good because it's so cooked down. Again, it's almost like this paste.
Yeah, I'm looking at pictures. So you're telling me like they attach the pastry with that like mustard paste almost?
So the mustard's like the first thing you do is that layer of mustard, kind of just more as a binder for a little bit of flavor. It's usually like an English mustard. And then I forget if you do prosciutto after that, if you do the mushroom paste after that.
Where's this been all my life?
It's good stuff. Yeah, if you ever see some like, Gordon Ramsay restaurant, they're always going to have it. But if you go to like a French restaurant too, you'll probably be able to find one somewhere.
Okay,
yeah,
I gotta.
That's good. Maybe we'll all make one sometime. How about that?
Yeah,
I need this.
We'll make
life.
it together.
Be a UPF sometime.
Yeah, perfect.
I'll tell Dan there's no mushrooms or mustard on his slice for sure.
Of course.
Mine.
No, he likes mushrooms now. Do you still like mushrooms?
I just haven't been like confronted with mushrooms since that, so I don't. I would try it though.
This is a very safe way of eating mushrooms. Again, somebody's not a giant mushroom fan. It's not.
I mean, I had Toad's mushroom soup, so
So I watched that. Yeah. That little like token you ate. That was the mushroom?
No. That was just a little oyster cracker.
The mushrooms were like pureed into the soup.
Yeah, because it was mushroom goop, right?
Yes.
Like
yeah, with a little like toad cracker on it.
I was mostly interested in that short rib, that braised short rib thing. What was
that was my main thing. I think that was no. I got the spicy meatball thing.
You got the meatball challenge.
It was a spicy meatball.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
I'm allowed to do that.
How are we feeling about mushrooms on pizza? Like I'm pro.
I would try it.
Pepperoni mushrooms. It was the classic pizza for me growing up.
I just don't like the texture of mushrooms that much.
It's okay. You're allowed to not like mushrooms.
You're exactly. I agree. I think sometimes mushrooms get a little too moist when they cook.
Sure,
and that can
rubbery.
Yeah, and that can make the pizza like wetter than
you want good mushrooms.
To be clear, it's not like the apples where I have a phobia or something.
Yeah.
Right? If I had to eat mushrooms, I could eat mushrooms. It'll be okay, but it's not my favorite.
Yeah, totally.
I would try it. I would try mushrooms on a pizza at this point.
Yeah, you've never done it.
No, I feel like it would have to be a situation where there's just one slice though, because I'm not going to order a pizza and commit to like a whole half of the.
Tell you
pizza
what, there's gonna be pizza at the Summer Game Fest, so we'll probably have one that has pepperoni mushroom on there. That'd be great. That'd be fantastic.
Are we gonna
actually
lunch for the green room?
Yeah, that's what we're thinking. Pizza for the green room. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Hell yeah.
Definitely. It's LA though, so it's gonna be a wasteland for pizza, but whatever.
They have that barbecue chicken. You get like what? Who's that other? Wolfgang Puck's barbecue chicken pizza. I had a real big celebrity chef phase for a while. After I saw I saw Iron Chef in middle school back when it was like all the Japanese people doing it, like Morimoto and Iron Chef Sakai. And you would like it, Dan. It's basically just like they're like wrestling characters.
Oh no, I watched back then.
Yeah, it was awesome. I loved it. And then they did Iron Chef America, and I liked that too.
I did a sketch for the video announcements in high school where it was Iron Chef, but I made all the like lunch ladies and cafeteria dudes act, and so I spliced them into the actual Iron Chef. I recorded the show, and like they had no idea what the fuck I was doing.
I loved all the little weird things about that show, like how everything was like dubbed except for the chairman. He was subtitled for some reason. He was too important to dub over. God, what a TV show. But like I watched just a lot of Food Network in general back then, like religiously. So I was up with all the celebrity chefs and whatnot.
Nice.
I can't believe we didn't have pizza while we were out here. What the fuck?
We got the croissant. Listen, we had like a top tier like thing was to get me a croissant. Or I'm not croissant. I'm sorry, a bagel. A bagel, and then we accomplished that, and then pizza will have to be next time. That's another excuse to come back out there, though.
All right, fair enough. Very good. Grub, your turn.
Yeah, let's see here. Let me take a look. Let's get this one out of the way. Faygo conversation.
Oh boy.
Hey Dumpers, this is Matt from CT. Just wanted to follow up from the recent Faygo conversation that was on the last episode. I can only speak for Connecticut because I never saw Faygo out in California where I'm originally from, but you can actually find Faygo as the generic off-brand version of cola in most Aldis around where I live near the Hartford area. Y'all be good. Have a good one. Bye.
Thank you, caller. Love you. Faygo had a store brand aura about it in Michigan, even though it was never the store brand. It was just another cheap brand. It was like the Malto-Meal cereal. It's the bottom shelf.
It was a great choice soda or whatever.
Yeah, right. It's not Kirkland's Best or whatever. But yeah, I can imagine like for a store like Aldi, like a Swedish store that probably doesn't have its own way of producing store brand soda. Like, we'll just get Faygo. That stuff's cheap enough.
I went into an Aldi once in my life in Lawrence, Kansas, and I went in and I went to go grab a shopping cart, and they said you had to put coins in it. And I turned around, I got in my car, and never walked into another Aldi.
That's incredible.
What's the name of the store?
Aldi's.
Aldi's nuts.
Oh my God, we have to stop the stream.
You get the quarter back when you bring back the basket. When you bring back the basket, they give you the quarter back.
A scam.
Oh my God.
It's a scam.
I went to Aldi's one time in college because I was taking German, and I guess there's some kind of German tie to Aldi, so they have a lot of like regional German products there. So we all had to like go there and pick up something with like German on it and bring it to class. And then our professor actually brought some of those like liquor-filled chocolates and gave them to us and told us not to say anything. That was fun.
Yeah.
Seems illegal.
Yeah, it seems bad.
Probably shouldn't have done it, but I think he was tenured. He didn't give a shit.
Yeah, seems bad but fun.
I enjoy it.
Dan, I did go in the Aldi the other day because my wife shops there, and I hadn't really been there before, and she asked me to go in there, and I did see the basket thing, and I didn't have a quarter, so that was like, all right, fine. And then I walk in, and then I tried
quarters anymore.
And then I tried to and then I tried to check out, and they didn't have any bags. I was supposed to bring my own bag, so it's like
this is not how you run a grocery store.
I'm just not.
You would know.
Doesn't work for me.
I would. Mm-hmm.
That's true.
It's no records market, that's for sure.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Free of charge shopping carts.
Really? You didn't charge for any of that?
Nope.
No.
You're heroes. I don't want to use the word hero lightly, but you were all heroes.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Truly like the people's grocery store.
Yeah.
We were. It was very mom and pop. Thank you.
You know?
Yes.
I respect that. I wish I was around to see that.
Not that corporate BS like over at Costco.
Yeah. Come on. They don't know what they're doing, those jokers. All right. I will go now, and I will choose diehard.mp3.
All right, so I find it right here.
Hi, Bombers. Josh in Burbank. In Die Hard with a Vengeance, the third Die Hard movie, which is almost as good as the first one. Like, it's close.
Correct.
It's real close.
Agreed.
There's that thing they have to do to defuse a bomb where they have, like, a 5-gallon container and a 3-gallon container, and they have to
Professor Layton.
weigh the two containers to make sure that they have the same amount of liquid in them, that fill with water.
Yep.
I feel like that's the situation, not the bomb defusal part, but the, like, having two containers and I have to, like, even out the liquid in them. That comes up for me with some frequency, so I think about it a lot. That scene from a movie. Is there something from a movie like that comes up for you in your day-to-day that maybe isn't as dangerous? Anyway, thanks. Love you. Bye.
Thank you, caller.
Thanks, caller. I love you.
I love this call because not only do I know exactly what you're talking about, I also think about that very scene all the time.
Sure.
I think about that scene a lot. Think about that movie a lot. That movie's great.
That movie rules.
It's a great New York movie.
Dan, Mike, what are you that don't like 3?
It's me. I'm the
Okay.
one
That's
that
very
thinks
good.
3's
We found him.
overrated. I'm the
3's
one
amazing.
asshole.
We fucking found him.
I like
Mike,
4 more than 3. I
Ladies
like
and
2
gentlemen,
more
we
than
found
3.
him.
4 is really good, but 3 is better, I think.
I just it's
Three's
been a long
incredible.
time. It's been a long
You
time.
just said in public that you like 2 more than 3.
I think 2's
That's
underrated.
Nuts. That's nuts.
2's fun.
The
2
airplane
is just like
explosion is
airport
amazing.
murder gore. Like that's all it is. It's terrible.
I would have not liked it if it was gory. You know me. I don't know if that can
3
be true.
is amazing. 3 has everything. Amazing performances. A great New York movie.
Yes,
It's
a
been
great
a while.
New York movie.
I can't even remember what it was that threw me off. Now, look, none of them.
Jeremy
are-
fucking Irons.
5
just
is so
killing
easily the worst. It's not even funny. 5, I think, is the worst time I ever had in a movie theater. I don't know if it's the worst movie I've ever seen. It might be. But certainly the worst time I ever had in a movie theater was freaking what the Die Hard.
Live Free or Die Hard.
Live Free or Die Hard.
No, Live Free or Die Hard was the 4th one, I thought.
Then
No,
why would you
wait.
trying to say
Yes,
that?
you're right. A Good Day to Die Hard.
Good Day to
Good
Die
day
Hard.
to
Okay,
Die Hard.
look,
Yes.
I need to admit
Fucking
something.
hated it.
As long as we're saying blasphemous shit in public,
Yeah, go for it.
I have to say something as well. I've not seen any of them after Vengeance.
That's fine.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
you should see 4.
You're
It, like,
fine.
the problem with 4 is that it was PG-13, which is a little stupid. It should have been
Is
a
that the
little bit.
Timothy Oliphant one?
Yep. Yes, it is. It's
Okay.
fun. It's a lot.
And
He
Justin
surfs a
Long?
Harrier. Justin Long's in it. Yeah, there's some fun stuff in 4 for sure.
It's like the color grading on that one's super aggressive, and it's like all like gray and green or something. Maybe I'm thinking one of the later ones actually. Maybe I'm thinking of 5.
That.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, 3
I think I
is
hated
just
looking
like
at the movie.
one big anamorphic blue lens flare.
Oh, it rules.
Like,
it's got
so
so much style.
fucking good, man.
Yep.
God damn, is that a good? I watch it yearly, and could it be more appropriate than a big plot of that movie is like 7 great big dump trucks?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Let's
yeah.
go. Come
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
That's good stuff. I like 3 a whole bunch.
Oh, 3's so good.
All right, this question. Anything from a movie that applies to your lives? I can't think of anything.
Applies to my
Yeah.
life. No.
Got nothing.
I got a lot of RoboCop quotes stuck in my head, which is messed up since I've never even seen those movies.
Yeah.
but-
I frequently think about there's a MacGruber line where it's like there's a big difference between winging it and seeing what happens. And now let's see what happens. And I think about that a lot because I like winging things a lot. And like Bianca will say it sometimes like, oh, just wing it or see what happens. You know, it's a big difference.
Okay. I like
I like
that.
think of
That's
that a
very
lot.
good.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
very good.
I do this thing where whenever life presents me with a choice A or a choice B, I start to play the end of the movie Clue, that music that they start to play, where they're like, this is what could have happened, and this is what really happened. And I just play that in my head while I'm deciding, what to go left or right, I guess. That's just the thing I do, and I've taken it from Clue, and that's what I do.
I like that. Okay, so it's not a movie, but Seinfeld. When I'm like trying to do the fake it till you make it stuff, I do think about George Costanza saying, "It's not a lie if you believe it." And I'm like, I said, okay, if I believe it, then that's like everyone else. It's not a lie. I'm not lying to anybody. So yeah.
I had a very Seinfeld moment this morning. I was at physical therapy, and they put the electric stem stuff on your skin to like make the muscles loose or whatever the fuck it does.
Yeah.
And the lady that works there took them off and then put them on the like table that you have to lay on when you get adjusted. And so she put them there for a second, and like, there's oil from the skin and stuff like that. And so when she took them away, there was like what looked like a wet spot on there. And then the chiropractor comes in and says, lay down face first. And I realized, oh God, there's a wet spot on this table that looks like it's right where my crotch is. So is he going to adjust my neck and I'm going to get up and there's a wet spot where my crotch is? And is he going to think I creamed my pants because he adjusted my neck?
You
I was
cracked my
really
cum
worried
out.
about that. Yeah.
That's the come button.
Like, I
That's
really
my-
like getting my neck adjusted.
My
Yeah.
G spot's in my neck. How did that happen?
I think you pushed my come button.
I looked down at that while I was laying down. I was like, oh, I hope he doesn't get the wrong idea here.
Oh, that's
Mike,
hilarious.
Mike is engaged in something
Yeah, Mike
else
is like
because-
deep in
There's
thought.
a work thing happening. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's
I'm
okay.
sorry you missed come button, dude.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
okay.
that sucks.
I'm
All right.
not.
There was another thing from Seinfeld is when you get the big pop and it's like you're halfway through and there's a bunch left. Like, I'm out. All right, everybody, I'll see you next time. It's like, yeah, I always want to do that.
I feel like people keep bringing up all these classic Seinfeld moments. I am almost done with season 7 now. Yesterday, I watched the one where they get all the bottles and drive to Michigan.
Yeah.
And it's like, so I'm very far in the show, and I still feel like every time Bianca or someone here says like, oh, it's like that Seinfeld where blank, and it's always got to be like season 8 or 9, which are the ones Larry wasn't even on. Like, I'm surprised that so much of it is in the back end there. You know?
Guys, I'll be right back.
Okay.
take care,
Oh,
take care.
boy.
All
All right. I
All
guess
right.
there was a lot of culturally relevant stuff that happened in those last 2 seasons for sure. And like at that point, like even though Larry was gone and the show wasn't as good, they were still like when they would make a joke about something, it would become part of the culture pretty much immediately. Like Close Talker was pretty late, right? I think it was.
I haven't gotten to that yet.
Yeah. So Close Talker is like something like, oh yeah, I use that all the time now.
I also think there's a lot of stuff that came out of that show that just was a result of like the way reruns forced it down people's throats. Like you just consume that show in a way. And I've not seen a ton of Seinfeld, but I've seen so much of it just like in my peripheral. You know what I mean?
Oh
like,
yeah,
it's just always on.
I mean, if you're from the New York, New Jersey area, literally, it's just always on.
Like
it's weird for me because I hear references all the time about it, and then when it ended, I subscribed to Entertainment Weekly, and I was like obsessed with Entertainment Weekly for some reason. And they put out a special issue that was like, we rate every Seinfeld episode ever, and they had a review of every single episode with a grade. And I read I'd never seen an episode of Seinfeld, but I read about every single episode before I ever saw one of them. So it's like, oh, this seems familiar. I've heard about this, but reading a blurb, yeah.
Interesting.
I would do something similar. I've definitely done stuff like that before as well. All right, so Mike's not here, but we have a little bit of a simulation here. Let me see what he has to say.
Fat ass white girl.
Okay, interesting, Mike.
I haven't got to that episode yet. Jeez.
That's a good point.
Okay, fair
Tough
enough.
to argue with that point, Mike. Appreciate that.
Very poignant, I would say.
Yeah.
We'll go to chat for the next one. Also, hopefully this addresses a lot of the questions from chat about your bagel experience in New Jersey. But nevertheless, let's play bagels.
All right, let's see. Why is this out of order? Do I have bagels on here?
You do. Right above bed at night.
Oh, there it is. Thank you very much.
Fucking Jan and Backlar needs to shut the fuck up. Jan, House of Bagels, Bay Area's best bagels. Fuck you, Backlar. Bagels.
Excuse me?
I believe he said, fuck you, Bacalar.
But also, he said it like he meant it.
Listen, people take their bagels very seriously is what I've discovered.
They do, yeah.
Everyone's like, perfect call? No, that's not a perfect call.
Absolutely flawless. Everyone's just like, thank you, caller.
Why is that the reaction? Why is everyone like, oh, I could get on board with the message of their call?
Everyone sneak a fuck you Bacalar into future voicemails.
All right, deleting that. Okay, so apparently there's good bagels in the Bay Area is what he's saying.
Yeah, I'm sure there is. That sounds very cute.
I've had a lot of bagels in my life. I never had one on the East Coast until that trip, and I will say that bagel was noticeably better than most bagels I've had in my life. And I
will say there are ones on the West Coast that are better than Midwest. And Midwest growing up, it was always just like dry, hard pucks, basically.
Totally.
What bagels were. And still, it's bread, cream cheese on it, it's good. But then like the West Coast, they would do like more Asiago bagel type stuff. I used to get that a lot before the San Francisco office. But the East Coast is definitely the best. Backlar, the ones you brought us on that last day were just amazing.
They were really good.
So I'm glad you enjoyed that. That brings me great joy. I want to address some of the comments in chat. Someone said like New Jersey has better bagels than New York. I've heard this a lot, right? And I think the reason some people say this is because there are so many bagel, if you're talking about Manhattan specifically, there's so many bagel shops in Manhattan that like odds are of you running into one that doesn't bake them on the premises are pretty high.
Yeah, the law of large numbers there, you're probably going to get a pretty shoddy bagel,
If you are not enjoying your bagel if it was not baked on the premises, right? Like they got it from somewhere else. It was frozen. They're heating them up or whatever it is. So that might be what it is. But obviously, you got to go to a place where they bake it, then you're going to be fine. And maybe that's just more common of a situation in Jersey.
But, I get mine. There's a little place called Pillsbury. They really do good stuff.
Yeah,
really
like a little marshmallow man.
Small little, local. Yeah, he kind of looks like that for sure. Yeah, just a local thing though. Out here in Cleveland, I've seen the specialty grocery stores I have to go to get that though. So
I'll have to gold belly that.
Wait, what was that, Mike?
Go eat my ass.
What?
No, we're talking about bagels, Mike. We're talking about bagels,
Mike.
You know what?
Who does he want to do that?
I don't know. I mean, let me ask Mike. Who do you want to do that?
Go eat my ass.
He's just being vague.
Who?
He's just being
But
purposely vague. I don't. Let's see.
Yeah, well, I fucked your mom.
What the hell?
No, wait, no.
Hey,
Any
Mike.
particular group of people, Mike?
Fat ass white girl.
Oh, I see. Okay. I see.
Listen, as long as no one's saying "fuck you, Bacalar," I'm here for it. Okay.
I'll kill you.
Wow!
Jesus
Christ.
That's
Jesus
having a rough
Christ,
day
Mike.
at his shoot gig. Something must be going on. He's
Yeah,
in
there
the
must
mood
be
today.
really upset. Clearly, things are rough.
He doesn't have that energy. I'm surprised.
Yeah.
This is unlike him.
He will surprise you, I have learned.
Yes, definitely.
All right. Dan Reichert.
Oh, yeah.
It's probably your turn, right?
Do you want it to be?
Yeah, I think it's your turn.
All right.
Go for it.
Let's do Panda Express.
Guys, my bill at Panda Express was $7.07, and I shouted "exit blue" at the lady at the window. She didn't get it.
But that was the right thing to do. You were in the right. She was in the wrong.
Yeah.
So the 2-meat combo. You get some orange chicken, maybe some lo mein noodles, right? Yeah, Panda Express is fucking good.
I love Panda Express.
How can any food only cost $7.07?
Panda
Is what I
Express
want to
can.
know.
Panda Express defies the laws of physics and economics.
It tastes too good for $7.
Yes.
It's like,
But if it was more expensive, it wouldn't taste any better. You want it to be cheap. You want that
Yes.
cheap food because it makes it taste even better.
Yes.
yeah, man, I love that. Man, you know what else I love? I love the fact we maybe talked about this about Wendy's. I'm kind of getting back into Wendy's a little bit.
Yeah, Wendy's is great.
Wendy's is very good.
You know, my kid goes back and forth on it. Sometimes hot, sometimes cold.
Right. When do kids not do that? Jesus.
Yeah,
I never wavered on McDonald's and Taco Bell. Not once as a child.
Yeah,
I just
brave.
went many
Thank you.
years without
I know.
Taco Bell. Yeah. Back in the day, 4 items off that 99-cent meal was $4.20, and everyone would have themselves a $4.20 meal. You know what? That was a cool joke in 1999, folks.
I still like it. That was still pretty good, Beckler. I'm glad you mentioned it. That made me happy.
That was important for us. You know, we did what we had to do back then.
Yeah, it was probably honestly different in Ohio because the state taxes are different.
Exactly.
And stuff. So
it was
it's like
a perfect Jersey tax.
Yeah,
is
exactly.
how it came out like that.
I like Wendy's, but Wendy's is definitely especially like during the rough parts of the pandemic. Wendy's was the one where I'm like, I don't think I'm gonna go there because whenever I go there, I could tell the people are miserable that they're working there and they take forever, and I'm just gonna go leave them alone. I'll go to McDonald's. I want Wendy's, but if I go to that Wendy's, it's gonna bum me out because I know that those workers are bummed out. So something about a Wendy's, and this was like multiple Wendy's I would go to, and it's like they all just seemed miserable. So something bad about working at a Wendy's. I don't like that. It's too high class of a fast food restaurant for people to be bummed out to be working there.
Yeah,
It is kind of the higher class of fast food.
Yeah,
it's like
so.
It is. It's like if In-N-Out was good.
it is the Target to McDonald's Walmart.
Yes, I definitely it absolutely 100% is that. Yes.
It's not genuine fancy, but it's a little tier, a little nudge above, you know?
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, and white ladies love it, just like they like Target.
Yeah.
Who likes
true.
it, Mike?
Fat ass white girl.
I mean, he's not
wrong at all.
That's yeah, all right. That tracks.
Definitely not wrong.
Yeah.
I just feel like I've noticed that I don't feel as bad eating that food as I did in college, and I don't know what it is.
You felt bad eating Wendy's?
Yeah,
Like morally or physically?
Physically, like I would. So my biggest Achilles heel in college was Taco Bell. I lived within walking distance of one.
Yeah.
And I would use the drive-through in a car, which is just how pathetic I was. Where I just I could not just like walk the 1,000 feet. I had to get in my car like a psychopath and go just like a real piece of shit. And I just felt bad. I mean, you know what it was? It's probably because I overate. I was probably just constantly overeating.
You're probably making more conscious decisions about like what's a good meal to get. Because in fact, it's like, yeah, give me a fucking chili cheese fries, large. Yeah, I'll take all that shit, and then a chili on the side. Yeah, like you would just mess yourself up.
Totally
And now
right.
I'm like, I'll just have a single patty on this burger. That's fine. Of course, that's fine. Why do I need more than that? Yeah.
I think they. Like it was like 2003, and I'm spending $19 at Taco Bell. Like that's insane.
a lot of
It's a
Taco
lot of
Bell.
food. Like
That's a lot of food now.
it is totally. So maybe that's what it is. Yeah. Don't eat Taco Bell and drink soda.
What do you guys think I should go get from Wendy's?
Go eat my ass.
Mike.
Oh, Mike!
They sell that?
They don't. No, they
Jesus.
don't. That's it's like the McRib. It just comes back every once in a while.
Jeez.
It just hangs it out the drive-through window, and you drive through.
I do like the chili, Jan. I do like. I did actually get chili cheese fries from Wendy's the other day, and that chili, which is like they totally just take like the meat that they have left over from the other burgers that like fell apart or something and throw it in there. Guess what? It's still really good.
It's awesome. Okay, Jeff Grubb, your turn, my friend.
All right. I'm gonna go with we just did Panda Express, right?
Certainly
All right,
did.
I'm gonna delete that. We're gonna go with Sheetz.
Oh boy.
Hey, Dumpers. Colin from Bel Air, Maryland here. So the weekend's coming up, means more Tears of the Kingdom time, and I want to go full gremlin mode with me and my little 4-year-old gimmick. Grub, tell me where I start with Sheetz. There's one not too far from where I live, within reason. How do I go about this, man? What do I start with? Love you guys. Bye.
Love you too, caller. Thanks for the call. Okay, yeah, so get the app or go on Grubhub, whatever. That's usually on both, but just get the app because you get the loyalty points and all that stuff. And really just go into, made to go, or like made to order food. Like you can get all the stuff that's either pre-made, sure, but they have a lot of stuff they'll make there and they make it fresh and it's really good. I really like the Italian sandwich and I really like the their spicy chicken sandwich. Put a little hot Nashville sauce on there. And it's
talk about Sheetz.
Talk about Sheetz, yeah. Someone called about Sheetz. Mike, you live.
I'm here. I'm sorry, everybody.
You never left in my book. We were hearing you.
I was talking to your avatar profile thing.
Yeah, we AI'd you, and you've been a part of this show this entire time.
Oh, fantastic.
But I've been talking about Sheetz. Yeah, but honestly, though, the thing about Sheetz is there really is enough that everyone can have like a different favorite. There's not like one obvious thing. That they always talk about their boom boom sauce. Like that's definitely very good. But I'm fine with
I
just
imagine that must taste exactly the same as donkey sauce from Guy Fieri.
Yes, I think yes, basically they just donkey sauce is a ripoff of boom boom sauce for sure.
Look, I don't need to be a Guy Fieri simp.
Oh my God!
Maybe I'll do it anyways. I don't know.
Yeah, all right, go eat his ass, whatever. I don't know. But just go get the app, look at the stuff. You're gonna have a good time. I promise you. Get the kids a quesadilla, a chicken quesadilla.
Okay. Never had Sheetz.
Me either.
I never had cheese for a second.
No, my name's not Dan Reichert.
Dan's probably like
Dan's
cheese.
only had cheese.
I have a niece who eats like almost anything, but's not a big cheese fan. I was like, kid, that's all I ate. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I mean it's weird, right? Like, my kid is all of a sudden not into French fries anymore.
Yep,
he's take him to a therapist. What's going on?
Amy and Addie are.
He's having a lot of salad too.
Oh,
he needs to start being a kid and stop eating healthy.
Start getting real.
Look, I mean, but like we went out to dinner on Mother's Day, and my man put down an entire gigantic bowl of pasta and butter. So he's fine. Okay.
Oh, butter nudes. I eat a lot of butter nudes.
Butter nudes. That's it. Mm-hmm. They're thick as thieves, man.
Yeah.
My kids didn't like pizza until about 3 weeks ago, and now it's all they want to eat. But they didn't like pizza. It was very frustrating.
Mike. I thought you said Mike and
Mike loves pizza.
Yeah. Might like pizza more than anything.
Yeah. Pizza was my favorite food as a kid. Probably still number one. I really like burritos.
That's great.
It did take me a little bit with tomato sauce in general, like going back to butter nudes. I used to get white pizza and eat butter nudes, and at some point, relatively young still, I started doing sauce and liked all that.
It's crazy. Every now and then we'll catch him in a you made me think of trying new stuff as a kid, and every now and then we'll catch him in a really good mood, like we did on Sunday for Mother's Day. And my man was trying monkfish. He was trying insane sausage that he's never had before.
Good for him.
I got this dish called chicken. What was it, chicken Santeria or something like that? And it was chicken in a marsala with prosciutto and mushrooms and melted mozzarella.
Oh.
And he's like, I want to try that. He's like, I just like how it smells. I want to try that. And he's just there's nothing better than seeing a little kid try something brand new that tastes so insanely good.
Watching Dan try mushrooms.
Yeah, exactly. It's the same pride, same joy. A
bit wary, but it was good. It was good.
Dan, what's prosciutto? It's been a week since we asked you.
No.
Salty meat.
Yes.
Come on, that was a work. That was a work.
Do you know the word cured?
It's something they do to make it so you don't have to refrigerate meat.
I don't really know what it means. Does it mean salting?
It's like a jerky situation.
It's just salting, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
It's like a preservative.
So he's right.
thing.
It was used to help preserve food.
Yep.
So he's not wrong.
Yeah.
Go with that.
It's salted and then someone sits on it for a week. And that's how you get a cured piece of meat.
There's smoking involved too.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I think.
All right. Dan Reichert.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm not trying to do a bit here. It's not your turn. It's my turn.
Okay.
Hey, did I miss anything exciting? Anyone ask about Poop City Slamma Jammas or anything?
You were here the
that's
whole
what
time.
everyone thought you were doing.
I don't do that.
Jury's still out on that, bud.
Not me.
Yeah, it's not you, but you know about the details.
You're 1 degree of separation away from the Poop City Slam.
Yeah, might as well be you.
That's still separation,
Man,
baby.
I've told people about that since last week, dude.
I have too.
Your therapist
It is not sat well. People are looking at me differently.
I know people wanted me to get that guy to call in. I decided I think I need to protect him. I think I need to protect all of you. I don't know what he would say.
I was talking to Mary Kish last night at length about the Poop City Slamma-Jamma, and she was aghast.
Yeah, it's because it's so abhorrent. It's just, it's like...
I mean, he poops in his hands, and then Mike just kept talking. And I was like, wait, no, can we please stop? Can we please stop? Poops in his hands.
Done.
Listen, it's the fact that like the first step of this event is doing that, and that was so insane to me.
What would it take for you guys to do a Poop City Slamma-Jamma?
Once? Wait, is it? Hang on. Questions. In our own house, or can we do it in like a hotel?
Either whatever you need to make it happen.
I will do it in a hotel once for $1,000.
Yeah, I think I'm in that same range where like about 1,000 I would probably fuck with that.
Mark,
yeah.
This is the one time Dan has a reasonable ass response.
All right, wait a second.
Thank you.
I'm afraid to say it's not with me because again, you guys will be like, "Oh, he does it." I'm gonna be branded.
We know you do it.
To touch shit.
We know
you do it for free. You do it for free.
That's your main
In
thing.
the shower, touch your poop for a second and then put it in the toilet, and then you're in the shower. You wash up. I mean, give me a break.
$1,000 is what that's gonna cost.
All right,
It's not that big a
now
deal.
you're not even trying to pretend
$1,000.
it's not you anymore.
It's just not that big
It's
a deal.
you. It's Mitch.
Mike, stop defending. Okay.
The idea of pooping in
heinous
your own
behavior.
hands, Mike, is insane.
I don't know why you do it, Mike.
What?
I don't know why you do it.
We've set up all of society so we would never have to poop on our hands. That is literally why we have civilization. Like we were so sick of that. We're like, we got to invent something. Sewers? Well, why do we make sewers make sense? I guess we got to have all this other stuff.
Jeff, you have to admit, you imagining the slamma part.
I mean, listen, it sounds fun. It does.
Sounds a little
sounds very exciting. Yeah.
Fun.
That's why I started talking about that. Of course.
I'd be so worried about the splash factor.
Yes.
No.
You hear that NBA Jam noise?
No way.
Listen, what I'm doing before all this is I'm lining the top layer of water with toilet paper so that the splash is not as intense as it could
you got
be.
prep?
Oh,
so you have been thinking about it. So you have been thinking about
Day
it.
and night, Mike.
Has he ever gotten one of those little suction cup basketball goals to put above the toilet?
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Sounds like too much work. That'd be great.
I'm afraid, like as he's like throwing it down, like it's gonna like shoot between the fingertips. It's gonna like it's gonna lose some of its integrity and stuff.
You have kids? Don't they just shit all over the place? Anyways, you guys have probably touched shit.
I have definitely picked up just a turd before and thrown it away. Absolutely, yes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
You should have slamma-jammed it.
No, I was
jammed it.
recently
I pick
telling
up dog
people,
shit all the time. So
I don't
it's
think
fine.
I don't think I have touched poop since I was like 3.
Yeah.
And that would have been an accident thing where it's like a kid scratching my ass or something. I don't think these hands have touched poop since, in 35 years.
It maybe chat's right. Next voicemail.
Yeah, let's move it along here. Let's backpedal a little bit, moonwalk our way back to Mike's turn.
All right.
I have no idea what 3 waves could be. I want to see what that is.
Right, here we go.
Buenas noches, dumpers. This is Sam in Colorado. Just calling regarding your discussion of butt rock. What you need to understand is that butt rock is like ska. There's 3 waves of it. First wave butt rock is things like Poison and Rat. Second wave butt rock is your Nickelback and associated acts. And then, of course, third wave butt rock is Imagine Dragons and bands like that. Love the show. Hope you're doing great. Talk to you later. Love you. Bye-bye.
Love you, caller. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
What wave would like Alter Bridge be in? Is that the second wave?
Second.
Okay, second wave. All right.
Going by the caller's description, which was very thorough.
Yeah. No, that seems accurate.
I almost think they should write the Wikipedia on the matter.
Yeah,
while
maybe
we're
they
at
did. Dresh in chat asks, "Is Crush 40's second wave? Crush 40
How
being
dare you?
the Sonic the Hedgehog band."
Yeah, they do. Yeah, no, they're great. We love them unconditionally.
Yeah, we love all butt rock.
That's the only good thing about some of those games.
Yeah,
I think wave 1 of butt rock though is definitely more sacred. Do you know what I mean? Like
I don't like
wave 2.
I don't like hair metal.
Yeah, Poison and Rat are not sacred to me.
Wait,
that
Dan,
shit
do you like,
sucks.
Do you like Iron Maiden?
What I've heard,
Not really hair
what
metal.
I've heard,
they're
adjacent.
not hair metal. I don't really know.
They're not
couldn't name
butt
an
rock
Iron
either.
Maiden song.
They're not
Definitely
butt
not
rock.
butt rock, but they're hair metal adjacent. They definitely have long hair.
I think there is a bit of
Sort of
a tough
Metallica.
sort of crossover with first wave butt rock if we're going by like the definition of hair metal, because it seems like there's a lot of overlap with hair metal, right?
I think honestly, I do not like them. I'm not going to make a big deal because everyone it's like played out at this point. I think Nickelback is more sacred than any of the '80s first wave butt rockers.
I mean, it's okay that you said that, but I don't.
I
just
don't
it doesn't
like
sit
any
well with
of
me.
that hair metal first wave stuff. Which, by the way, I have a major issue whenever people lump Guns N' Roses in with like
No,
the
that's not
Rats
hair
and
metal. That's not hair
Poison.
metal.
It is not. That is just rock and roll.
Yes,
that is
that's
just
not.
good hard rock.
I think a lot of bands are on the perimeter of that.
They had the fashion, but the music is not just the fashion. You had to also
Sure.
have that certain style of music, and Guns N' Roses wasn't that.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with Imagine Dragons. I don't know that much about them, but I like that.
They killed a bunch of people.
Like radio, I like Radioactive. Come on, I get hyped. I remember that song was in that Fantasia game for Connect. Remember that?
Yeah, I mean,
and I
I
played
feel
that
like
song there. It was fun.
The thing with Imagine Dragons is I feel like there was a 3-year period where we were going to E3.
Yes, it's the
and
most.
that's what Sony was using.
It was
for their
the
press
most
conferences.
PR approved music in the history of the world.
And Daniel Bryan WrestleMania montage song.
And it just like came out of a fucking factory, perfectly tuned and finessed to work well with like high intensity trailers. And
it was like a bunch of chief
walking out.
Yeah, chief marketing officers all quit and started a band and became Imagine Dragons. Yeah,
The CMOs. I like
CMOs,
that.
yeah.
Bad. The CMOs.
Yeah. That made me think of like they are the GMO equivalent of music.
Yes.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
there's something
created in a lab. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly what you mean. It's fair.
Without a doubt. All right. I hope that answered your call. Great tier list there. I think that's spot
that helped
on.
us out.
Yeah, that really
I'm
set
still-
it straight.
I don't want to be a mark for myself, but I thought my halfway there joke last.
Very good.
Yeah, we all remember it, and we're all still laughing.
Yeah.
People
I'm
should
glad
tell
you
me
brought
you're
that
very-
back up.
You're very good at it, at being funny.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Take your victory lap. Do what you got to do.
I do a good job. I should leave for another random 15 minutes again.
Yeah, sure. You earned
Were you
it.
just
Take another
writing
break.
material while you were gone?
Yeah.
Is that what-
That's what I was doing. I was like, I have nothing funny to say. Crap, I have to call my brothers.
Huh. All right, I'm gonna do very important issue because we should address important issues.
I agree.
Hey, when did you guys stop referring to Bacalar as jib? Did I miss something?
Oh, right.
Is it
Oh,
some
yeah,
type of
jib.
slur we don't know about?
No, thank you.
Please address this
I
very
was
important
thinking
issue.
about this.
Thank you. Love you. Bye.
Love you too,
Thank you, caller.
Thank you.
And please, if we ever go too long without doing that, please keep us honest with that, folks. Keep reminding us because, like, his name is Jib. That's his shoot acronym initials. He's Jib.
He is Jib.
Cool.
He
cool.
is
Very
Jib.
cool. Listen,
He's Jib.
He is Jib.
just so you
He's
know,
Jib and Dib, his son.
you dumb motherfuckers were here, and you didn't call me that once in a 72-hour period.
It's true. Very
Okay.
long.
Can I
72 hours been way longer.
Hey, Jib, can I expense an Uber to your house to call you Jib to your face and then Uber back?
Yeah, all right.
That'd be pretty funny.
That'd be pretty
sounds
good.
cool.
Do it.
If it's content, you
And
know.
then you call Dylan Jib.
No, I just want you to know.
Man, you didn't call me once out here, and how fucked up is it that I like self-report myself by choosing the voicemail? Man, that
You
sucks.
didn't know.
Good work.
Wait, you said we had to talk about important issues. You brought this upon yourself.
The caller
I'm
is
gonna
right. It
deem
is a
this
very
not
important.
As someone,
Pretty
Well,
important.
I don't know
arbiter
if you
of
can
importance.
weigh in on something. That's a conflict of interest. I'm sorry.
Very
I don't know. I feel like I've earned the right to sort of declare. Right, I've had the importance scale.
It's
We
your
all,
thing.
I just
we all know and
What game
respect
was he
that
talking
scale.
about that first time? It was just you guys were doing a watch party for some like cozy game or
Yeah,
something. Some poor indie game that got caught in a big crossfire there for Bacalar.
Oh,
Jib,
fuck.
excuse
There's no
me.
way we could possibly know.
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
no
we'll
way to
see.
know. There's no clip. There's no nothing. So into the ether it goes for all eternity.
Incredible.
Thank you, caller. All right, Dan, you're up.
Let's go with my guy, Kiefer.
What up, dumpers? It's
Oh.
Brad.
Sorry.
Hey, this is
There we go.
Brendan from Torrance. I just saw a license plate that said Kiefer S. What the fuck?
Hey, Jonathan.
It's him.
Yeah,
It's gotta be. What kind of
It's
car does
solid.
Kiefer drive? What do you, he has like a Dodge Charger, right?
Yeah.
Wouldn't you think?
Yeah, every year he gets the first one, like that has the serial number like 0001. Like he's got to deal with them, and they're like, yeah, he's gonna call us and bug us if we don't just give it to him. Just give it to him.
Do you think he remembers that he was in a Metal Gear Solid game at this
No,
point anymore?
No.
You could ask him; he would not remember.
I mean, he has like 10 lines in the game. They absolutely probably recorded all of them in one sitting. Like he's almost a silent protagonist. It's so weird. It's so obvious that they just did not have much time with him. That whole thing was weird.
I already had a
Kiefer
sense.
Sutherland.
Yeah, I always had a sense I would really like Kiefer Sutherland. Like, he seems like a cool dude to me. And then I saw on TMZ in like 2008 or whatever that he got drunk and like tackled a Christmas tree in a lobby of a hotel. And I was like, yes, I confirmed I want to hang out with Kiefer Sutherland.
Among Us.
Yes. I think there's video of it. He just tackles the tree. Like,
I mean,
drunk as hell.
That's pretty cool dude behavior. I'm not going to lie.
He sounds awesome.
Yeah. I hope it's because he liked Christmas a lot. It wasn't because he was mad at Christmas.
Yeah, he was hugging it. He wasn't tackling it.
So
the Christmas tree knew the code for the bomb.
Can we reverse engineer this a little bit? We know that that Hideo Kojima wanted to work with the Motorcycle Boy because he watched Walking Dead, and he's like, "Oh, I want to work with that guy." Did he want to work with Kiefer Sutherland because of 24?
Absolutely.
It has to be 24, right?
It is the closest any TV show has been to Metal Gear Solid ever.
Yeah, but
right.
Like you haven't even gotten to the real shit yet.
No.
It's very Metal Gear. Like presidents are involved, and
24 was huge in Japan. Says
the president's involved in Sonic 06 also. That's very similar to Metal Gear Solid.
Wait, who said 24 was huge in Japan?
Shiamiro in chat.
Really?
I believe that.
I can't. Really?
So many American TV shows are giant. Like Walking Dead was gigantic in Japan.
Well, I get that. I mean, that's a better show than 24. Oh my god.
No, it's fucking not.
Walking Dead is just straight up not a better show than 24.
I have not seen either, and I don't believe you.
Well,
Walking Dead's actually real bad. I hate Walking Dead.
I watched part of a season and it sucked, and 24 is riveting.
24 is so fucking stupid.
It's hilarious.
Definitely.
Perfect
stupid.
Walking Dead. Look, I mean, I'm more partial to the comic books.
Oh yeah,
so,
I like the comic books better.
Actually, the comic books.
Don't do that. Don't do that. That's not what I was doing, Mike. I was not doing that.
I'm sorry. Go eat
Okay,
my ass.
fucking 24. They bring back dead people. Like it's so fucking
everything's
stupid.
explained. Don't get grub scared. It's not like that. They don't do cheap stuff and bring
Literal
back dead
ghosts.
people.
Literal ghosts.
It doesn't. It's not Oz. They're not ghosts
literal
involved.
ghosts.
No, like
Listen.
there are surprises. Like,
Listen.
oh, I thought that person got a silent clock. Like, no.
And Kojima, a silent clock. Go
Silent
fuck
clock is when you do
yourself,
real.
Dan Riker.
The silent clock was somber. It meant real shit happened, and you need to reflect on what
That
you just
show
saw.
has
Have you even
made
seen a silent
everyone
clock?
who's
I've not seen a
it
silent clock,
dumber.
but I
They
cannot
are
wait
so-
to see my first silent clock.
They are so sparing with the silent
clock.
clock.
Oh my
you know
God.
if it happens,
Morning.
it is
We
like
gotta have a
can't
silent
possibly
clock
think out
equivalent on
loud.
Giant Bomb. What would our silent clock be? I have no idea.
Oh, the clock is sad. It therefore can't
You
thud
don't
the
want
way
to
it normally does.
with the tunk 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 tunk. You
Yeah,
can't do that if the
fucking
moment is sad
stupid.
enough. There's only like 4
I'm
silent
filled
clocks.
with so much regret having sat through an entire series run of 24, let
I'm
alone
having a great
catching
time.
it live when it was on Fox.
That
So
was awesome.
I was at the midnight launch for Tears of the Kingdom in that nerd voice. Like I say it sometimes when like I'm like awkward and like it's like a defense mechanism. They're doing the Zelda trivia. When I answer the questions, I would use it. Like, what's the name of Link's horse? I like, the name is Eponia. My brother's like, you need to stop doing that. People here are gonna think you're making fun.
You're right. Your brothers are right.
You're just doing the Conan nerd voice. Take the ring to Mordor.
Yeah.
That's
Look
the
at
voice.
this cool thing I got from that though, because I know so much about Zelda.
It's not cool.
Oh wow.
It's not that great. Listen,
Right.
I also
It's
like.
great, but it's not cool.
I also question Kojima if he was such a big 24 fan. That
Kojima does.
not
Kojima has absolute garbage taste, and it rules.
Kojima, like the new Marvel movie will come out, like Ant-Man 3 will come out. Kojima will tweet like, I saw it 6 times, and I think it's real interesting. Like, come on.
Oh God.
Yeah,
Right,
Kojima
yeah,
loves
I'll
trash
give it to
TV.
you. 24 is stupid and trash, but it's awesome.
Yes,
and it
that's exactly
it
how I
knows
feel about
what
it.
it is.
The only good thing to come out of 24 was that for a couple years, everyone had a pretty cool text message chime on their phone, and that's it.
No.
And that's it.
I've never seen these shows, and I'm still pretty sure that Jib is wrong on these.
It's fine. Look, Walking Dead. I mean, Walking Dead's whatever. The books are really good, though. Actually,
Who did those? What are those weird other comic book companies?
Skybound.
Skybound or Dark Horse or IW.
Wasn't it Image? Wasn't Image?
Image might be Image is like the independent publisher though. Like they publish all the independent comics and stuff. Yeah.
So
all right.
Whoever does Hellboy or whatever. Remember when Dark Horse had the Marvel comics for the longest time?
Oh wow.
They were actually kind of cool.
Yeah, yes, and then Disney bought it, so Marvel got it. Yep.
Okay, nerds. Let's let the chat pick the next one, and they chose fast food job.
When I was 19, I used to work at a Pizza Hut, and I was a cook, and after the managers would leave, me and the other people who were there would smoke a blunt underneath this one fan because it was so powerful that you could take a large pizza box and hold it at about head height, and it would suck it straight to the ceiling and hold it there from like 3 feet. So we would just stand under this vent and pass a blunt around in the back of the kitchen before we closed. What was the dumbest shit you ever did a fast food job?
That was the most stoner laugh at the end of it.
Yeah, it really was.
Hey, everybody, take notes.
Seth Rogen.
Take notes. That's how you do a call.
Man,
That was nice.
I had a very similar gig. I worked at a local pizza place when I was, I don't know, maybe 23. It was like 2011. And everyone else there was like smoking and stuff, but I was a good boy. I was never into that marijuana.
He wasn't invited.
Jeff, they loved me. They thought I was the life of the party. They thought I was the best. But they all remarked on my ability to entertain myself because I'd be over at the pizza station, just probably singing "Radioactive" by Imagine Dragons or whatever else was popular at the time, slopping on that pizza sauce. But I don't know. I was a good boy.
Yeah, we were stoned the entire time at Burger King and many other jobs. But like we just go in the freezer and smoke and then this is my old man thing. It's like back in my day when it was illegal, you had to have your shit together if you were going to smoke at work. And then the second it was legalized in Colorado, it was noticeable how much worse like service was because everyone would just be high. And it's like you didn't grow up in the old days where you had to hide this shit and you had to pretend you weren't high.
Not even ashamed.
You're just there's no shame here. You're just looking at me and I can tell there's nobody home. And I'll be like, you guys don't know how good you had it.
When I worked at McDonald's, it was my first job, so I think I was just nervous about fucking up. So I was pretty on task there. But when I was 15, I was a supervisor at AMC, and the supervisors in the concession stands had the key back to the stock room where it's like all the candies and everything was, and there were no cameras back there. So when it was like, let's say Toy Story 2 was starting and there was a huge rush and I didn't want to work, I would just lock myself in the stock room until if the movie started at 4:10 or whatever, I would just go back there at 15 minutes early. I would sit in the freezer on top of all the frozen hot dogs and steal Sour Patch Kids and Fruitopia and just eat them until the movie started and I'd go out and not have to work. That was my move.
I like that.
That's a good move. I like that.
Yeah,
I avoided a lot of that. Yeah,
sure. You were doing that how old?
I was a supervisor at 15, which all
15?
Yeah, they weren't supposed to. You were only supposed to get promotion starting at 16. And all the 30-year-olds that are like, push broom, you got to push broom the popcorn. Some 15-year-old telling them, and then disappearing to steal Sour Patch Kids.
There had to be like a connection or something. At 15, you were like.
No, I remember I talked to my manager because I was so ambitious about I want to
my
move up.
manager who was 16.
No, he was like a 30-year-old dude, and I was 15. And I remember him being like, "No, I like the fact that you want this so bad." And he said, "The squeaky wheel gets the grease." And I remember thinking that, okay, I just need to constantly be like, I want this. And I kept doing it. And I finally like, okay, we'll give you the supervisor epaulets, and now you're in charge.
Gave you a brass ring and everything.
Yeah, I got my first video game journalism job being an intern over at bitmob.com. I just emailed them every single day. And it didn't show them anything about my talent, really. It's just like, well, he really wants it. So that's something. I guess we'll bring him in.
I bugged Andy McNamara for 5 years before I got hired. Just bug people enough and you'll get what you want.
Bugging people is a very legit strategy. Absolutely.
Nobody bug me, though. I'm busy.
It's effective.
If you do bug me, I'll give in quickly because I don't want to be bugged anymore. So
yeah. Just shut up. You
what you want. Yeah, have this
Dan,
thing.
If you were doing that At what age? 15, you said?
I was 15. I was working at McDonald's and AMC for a while, and at AMC I was a supervisor. Yeah, $6 an hour instead of $5.15.
There you go.
Damn.
Not bad.
Yeah.
You must have liked the theater job more than the McDonald's job, I'm assuming.
Definitely, and I left because I just wanted to take more hours in the movie theater job, and I got free movies, and it's like, yeah, okay, this is awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. I had buddies who worked at the movie theater, and that was back when there were still actual projectors, like film projectors.
Yeah, we had
I'd
those.
Go up there and hang out with them. It was pretty cool up there to actually see film projectors and them setting up the reels and whatnot. It's neat.
What's cool is always the night before like a big movie, they would do a thing where like we could all watch. It's like Phantom Menace. I remember seeing like the employee screening of it and going outside, and there were already a ton of people in line waiting for opening night, and just be like, "Oh wow, I already saw it." You know,
that's cool.
Yeah, love that.
Nice. All right, Mike Minotti, please choose your last voicemail of the afternoon.
Oh no. Let's see here now. Man, I'm curious about Ewoks. I'm a little concerned about being only 4 seconds, but let's go for it anyways.
Ewoks are worse than Hobbits because Hobbits have beer.
Ewoks are getting fucked up on something.
You don't know they don't have beer or not. They definitely
Why does that make them worse?
Well, I mean, it definitely does. I mean, if it actually was just Hobbits have beer and like their weird Hobbit smoking stuff.
Yeah.
And Ewoks
They're
are actually just Puritans who do nothing but walk
if they're
around
straight edge
the woods.
and saying how much women are rats.
Straight edge Ewoks.
Yeah.
The thing is, that's sick.
There's nothing cool about Hobbits at all. I think that's part of why I hated Lord of the Rings is like the main character is this little dipshit elf thing,
Well, they're tough
and there's
to root
nothing
for.
cool about him at all. Like,
All right.
why am I
That's
invested
the
in this
point.
fucking group
That's
of dorks?
the point.
Yes.
It's cool because it's
gonna let them
about a
fight.
normal person
You guys just fight.
going on this big adventure in the growth that he goes into.
No, they're not.
And he comes into
That's
his
not what they
own. Yeah.
represent.
Like Luke Skywalker isn't super cool or anything, but he gets a fucking laser sword and fights his dad, and it's like, all right, I get behind this dude.
All right, Frodo gets a magic sword that lights up blue. Pretty
What
similar.
cool fight scene did Frodo ever have? Who'd he ever beat?
He fought like a horse with a ghoul on it or
Fucking
something.
Great.
He ran away from the Nazgul. That's
Elijah
true.
Wood.
You're
Yeah.
absolutely right. And Lord of the Rings isn't as much about fight scenes as Star Wars is. That is absolutely true. You wouldn't get it, Dan.
I did not get it. I saw every one of those, and I was ready to love them, but they were fucking lame and gave me no one to root for.
I just
Go with
think.
oh my god.
I just think like hobbits are tough to root for.
Yeah.
Why?
Who is
Hobbit.
name one cool character in Lord of the Rings?
Aragorn, Strider. Come on,
Legolas.
I don't even know.
Legolas. You don't even know who Strider is, the main human character, Gandalf.
Who the fuck is Strider?
He's the main human guy.
Who plays him?
Who the fuck is Strider?
Viggo
Yeah,
Mortensen.
I'm looking up.
Aragorn.
He's a human.
Oh, he's on the poster. Yeah.
Oh my god, where's Lucy? I'm not doing this.
I mean,
Jeff just left.
Fucking
Jeff just playing Tears
just
of the Kingdom.
objectively bad movies, bad books.
objectively
I tried
bad.
to read Fellowship to get excited because I was like, "This is going to be my
Yeah, of
generation
course you're
Star
not gonna
Wars,"
like it.
and I bought Fellowship and I got halfway through and I was like, "Well, at least the movie's got to be good." And then the movie fucking sucked.
It was
All
our
of them.
generation Star Wars. They all came out in high school. It was incredible. I dressed up as the director, Peter Jackson, for the midnight showing of Return of the King. I think I saw Fellowship 7 times in the theaters. It's
you dressed
incredible.
up like
Still
Peter
my favorite
Jackson?
movie ever. You guys are wrong.
That's interesting that you dressed up like Peter Jackson. I'd
I
like
did.
to see a
People loved
photograph
it.
of that.
It was a big hit.
He just looks like him already, so.
I did. Well, I didn't actually. No, I didn't have the beard yet. I was junior, so it's the first time I had the beard was this fake one. Then I grew it in right after that. That's funny.
That got me, bro. That was just what are we? All right.
Got me.
Well, you nerds can have your slap fight somewhere else.
And the original comic book for The Walking Dead's great, but who am I supposed to root for? These
You be
hobbits.
like
they
comic books.
these hobbits,
is-
they don't even fight zombies.
Hey, they're walkers. Okay. The word zombies does not exist in the Walking Dead
Yeah,
universe.
that's also the worst thing about every new zombie
Yes,
show,
it
by the
sucks.
way.
Yeah,
is
they
how
can't
they don't
say zombie. It's as
Like,
if someone owns the copyright for the word
Like, what the
zombie.
hell?
Which they don't, right? There's no
No,
way.
how could
yeah,
they
so it's so
owning
generic.
vampire?
in any situation in the real world, if something happened where things were
Freakers.
kind of like zombies in the least, we would all call them zombies. We wouldn't come up with some cool new marketable name for them.
Look, I will be the last person to defend Walking Dead. Don't rope me
I
into
don't
that.
believe that at all.
You were just saying
All
better
you've
than
done.
24.
That's just
I'm
low
going back
hanging
to Tears of the
fruit.
Kingdom.
That's just low hanging fruit, dude. It's also just to get a rise out of you. I couldn't give less of a fuck.
Wow. I don't. Whoa, okay.
This is all just jib anger
He's
coming
working
out.
us.
Okay.
He's working us, Dan. You hear
He's
that?
a worker?
Yeah, well, guess what? The door swings both ways, huh?
Jib's working? Jib's working.
Look at me.
Oh my
Where's
God.
Hetsu?
This is my mic work. This is my ring work. This is my mic work. Okay.
My brother.
all right.
My brother had he collected the Lord of the Rings swords. He had a lot of them.
He's got a bunch of mithril. Yeah.
I bought a
Mithril.
samurai sword after I saw
Sorry.
Kill Bill in college.
Oh, so you're like, oh God, Kill Bill sucks. I hate
That's
that
a
movie.
cool.
What?
That's a cool
Kill
thing
Bill
to admit.
sucks?
Kill Bill's awful. Hate it.
What are you talking about?
It's nothing. It's nothing but fight scenes, and it's really graphic, and it's lame.
And
Everyone's
style
a
and
jerk.
music and fucking
Style
cool
and
characters
music.
and
Cool characters. I don't do now. Kill Bill's awful.
Kill Bill kicks ass.
No.
Oh,
I
man.
thought Kill Bill was the first Tarantino movie.
I hate this
saw,
fucking
so
show.
I assumed I didn't like Tarantino forever because I was like, I bet all of his shit is shit like that.
No,
And I
all of
saw,
his movies
like,
are pretty
Pulp Fiction's
fucking
actually
good.
Oh, he makes good movies, not Kill
Yeah.
Bill.
Oh my
Yeah,
God,
I don't
one of
like
the
Kill
best.
Bill that much. I like Pulp Fiction. That's
I
about
liked
it.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood a ton.
Yeah,
That was
that's
actually great.
fine. That's fine.
It's on the lower end for me. The only one I haven't seen is the Western.
No, people don't like that one. I probably would like it because people say
It's very
actually
good.
Just people talking for 4 hours.
It's
I'd
awesome.
probably enjoy that.
Really?
If people say it's like a play, I'm like, okay, I'll see a cowboy play.
All right, next voicemail.
Yeah, we must move on. Thank you, Grub. While you're at it, choose a voicemail.
All right. We did Ewoks. Let me delete that. Let's go with spelled backwards.
Yo, it's Joe from Hawaii. I just found out that booby trap spelled backwards is party boob, and I thought it was really important that you guys know that. Later.
Yeah, it is.
I love you, Hawaii Joe. Thanks for the call.
What's that called? When what is it called?
A palindrome?
Palindrome?
No, palindrome's when it's the same thing backwards.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
If
right.
it's a different
Bob.
word spelled backwards, it's
Like
just
race
called a
car, race
coincidence.
car.
Race
Yeah,
car,
race car's a
Bob,
palindrome.
yeah.
Got it.
I remember there was a period in junior high where everyone tried to make fun of me by calling me. They said my name backwards was Nad Tracker, and they were acting like I was tracking down nads. So there was a period where a lot of people called me Nad Tracker for a few months.
That's really dumb. I like that.
Wait,
Well, thank
Jim,
you
there
for
you
saying
go.
that.
Jim, you can get him back now.
It's not even really like
Nad
if you look at it
Tracker.
backwards,
Nad
it's not
Tracker's
quite.
pretty good.
NadTracker.com.
My name rhymes with scrub. In case anyone hasn't ever thought about that before.
Yeah, that's not
Never heard
interesting.
about
That
that.
In case,
doesn't
in
feel
case you
important.
haven't realized that, trust me, if your name was Jeff Grubb, you would know it because people will tell you every day of
Jeff
your life.
Scrub just makes up lies.
Jeff
by
Scrub
like,
lies.
It's
Jeff
People
Jib,
died.
Mitch. Wait, Jib, Mitch, Scrub, and Nad Tracker.
Yes.
That's the show.
My favorite one in high school, I think I probably told this before, is I sat underneath the Buster station in the AutoCAD class in high school, and so this one guy who just thought it was the funniest thing in the world just called me Buster. I'm like, okay. I don't know what you mean by that. Fine, whatever.
Isn't it always messed up when like you find out that like a friend or a family member has this like nickname amongst this other group of people?
Yeah.
And it's like
Oh,
this
I
big
don't
thing,
like
to
that.
them, they're super like my brother, like my younger brother. Apparently, like everybody at his work calls him Beardy or something because he has a beard. So like for half of his
That's just fucking
day,
stupid too.
For half of his day, he's just called Beardy. Then he comes home and no one would ever think about calling him Beardy. It's like this fake life.
And Beard, yeah, why isn't it Beardo? Beardy is just a really bad nickname.
Yeah, I don't
They're
like
really
that.
bad at that.
It's not good to say.
Are you sure he's not like making this up? Like that? Because that sounds like something he would make up.
No, Chris is a pure soul. He wouldn't make stuff. He's not like me.
He's not
Chris
like
is
not
a
like
pure
us.
soul.
All right.
No, Chris is better than us.
Okay, yeah,
for
that's true.
sure.
All right. We only have a couple voicemails left, my friends. Let's get right to them. It's my turn, and I'll choose LP.
Hey, this is Cody from Indiana. I was just calling to ask y'all if you ever realized how much Jeff Backlor sounds like LP the rapper. Okay, bye. I love you.
Well,
I'm sure Mitch knows who that is.
Well, no, people told me I look a little like him, but I don't think I sound like him.
No, I don't think I sound like Master Shake yet. Here we are.
Well, I mean, it's pretty good, Mike. I think the shake
When I
thing.
get mad. Who is this person?
He's
Is this a rapper.
He's a producer and one half of the rap group Run the Jewels, which is one of the
Never
most
heard of
popular
them.
rap groups from the last several years. Cool, Mike.
Oh, recently.
Mike had not heard of Outcast.
No.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to find a.
What's that?
It was LP. I'm trying to see if I can find a.
Are you about to play some like popular song that's gonna get you demonetized?
Yeah, but if we play for 10 seconds, if we comment on it, we'll be all right.
Hang on. I have to check something. Mitch, you're of the age where there's no way you haven't heard "Hey Ya" 1,000 times.
Hey
when
Ya.
I say "Hey Ya," do you know how that goes?
He said he didn't. Hey Ya.
No way.
Shake it like a Polaroid picture.
Shake
it. Oh, I know. Shake it like a Polaroid picture.
Thank fucking
yeah.
Christ. Okay.
There you go.
I know that. That's just yeah. Shake it. Shake it like a Polaroid picture. Yeah, I know that one.
But you
cool.
didn't know.
Shake and sing that song. That's awesome.
I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. Ooh, I am for real.
So fresh, so clean. No.
So simple and clean, like the way that you're making me feel tonight. It's hard to let it.
No.
Does it mean I have to meet your father?
Mike, you're about to have me start calling you Mitch. Okay.
All right, Jim. You know.
There we go.
See you, Jim, and raise you a
Whoa.
Mitch.
Mitches are getting hot over here.
Reporting in.
Okay. Yeah. All right. We'll just skip over that because what about me? I know maybe other people look like me. Maybe they look like me. Maybe it's not the other way around.
Like you.
Yeah. I'm older probably than both of those guys. I know I'm a week older than Seth Rogen.
Really?
I don't know about LP.
Who do you guys want to be compared to? Is there any like celebrity that like you've heard before and you would like to hear more of? Because I
don't think that's
I got
something
Carl
anyone-
Urban in chat today, and boy, that made my day. I was like,
it probably feels nice.
yeah, it
Just in
felt
terms
real
of
nice.
looks?
In terms of whatever it is, I don't care.
I feel like every time it happens to me, it's always very unflattering.
Yeah, I used to get
and then I get depressed. I don't like.
What is Ozzy's son, Jack Osborne? I used to get Jack Osborne. I wasn't a fan of that.
Oh, that's just stupid.
Well, hey.
Don't you worry about that, Grub.
I mean, they're not right at good cosplayers, but I got the toy collector from Toy Story 2.
Oh, never mind. LP's like a lot older. Well, not a lot. But
I was
he's
like, look,
definitely
you're
older.
not wrong, but also
I have to look this up.
it's Wayne Knight voices the character.
Oh,
Yes,
okay.
definitely. Oh man, that's good.
Oh no.
Oh my God, everyone in chat is popping.
No.
Oh, Wayne Knight.
I mean, they're not wrong.
But Wayne Knight's character from Toy
Newman.
Story 2 specifically.
Like, I'm not saying it to say I look like Tom Cruise.
That's Newman.
Newman. There was a period of time where I kind of looked like Kevin Smith, but I think I got bigger and he got skinny, so he fucking ruined that.
Yeah. Well, he lost a lot of weight after he had that heart attack.
I should have a heart attack.
No, you shouldn't.
I would lose so much weight.
Don't do that. No, a side effect of a heart attack is not
Not enough,
losing
yeah.
weight.
Yeah, that's how it works. I just gotta. If I play 2 more episodes of Robo Mitch, I might get that.
That's true. That's true.
Sometimes when Mitch says things, I think that I feel like how you guys must feel sometimes when I say things.
Oh,
This is why I always wanted him to be on Giant Bomb stuff.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, he's maybe the one antithesis to Dan Reichert. I can make him see.
It does
There are
make me
definitely
concerned.
times he will say something like poops the city stuff or whatever. And be like, what the fuck? And I'll be like, wait, is
Yeah.
this the feeling I'm giving people?
Yeah, of course it is, Dan. It's called having a taste of your own medicine.
It's weird. It's really weird.
How's it feel?
Jamma.
It's odd, I would say. Not good or bad. just
Off-putting?
Odd.
It doesn't.
I'm fine
It doesn't
with
feel great to have you
eye-opening.
say.
It's eye-opening. Yeah.
Having you compare me to yourself, I'm like, maybe I'm taking things too far.
Yeah, that's probably upsetting in a way I can't comprehend. All right, we've only got 2 more left to go here. Dan, pick your last voicemail.
Oh boy, what do we got? We've done it. Bed at night.
Oh, sorry, they can't hear it. Hang on. Rewind. Hang on, rewind.
I need to hear it again. I need to hear it again.
I've really been wanting to play my Steam Deck before bed at night, but I have to wear the anti-masturbation mitts that my Christian counselor prescribed me when I go to lay down. And I was just wondering what games you guys play on your Steam Deck before you go to bed at night.
I play. Let me see what's in my adult games section on Steam here.
I've
Pop,
seen that.
Yeah.
I've seen that, Grub.
Let's
Honey
see
Pop
here.
for sure. What was that one you were talking about? that one time?
Scarlet Maiden was the one I was talking about. But then
Scarlet Maiden.
Advanced Rogue Intelligence Assault Genesis. Breeders
looking
of the Nephilim. Carnal Instinct. Foot Massage, the video game.
Okay, all right, little on the nose on that one.
Carnal Instinct
There's
sounds
no
like it should have
subtlety.
been like a 1995 arcade game, like a Time Killers or Primal Rage, like in that time period.
Totally. Yes. Let's see. No. Midnight Castle Succubus.
Yeah, that's for sure. Gonna be
The Sex with Stalin, of course.
What is the most mainstream porn game? Is it Honey Pop? Did Honey Pop do the best?
This is what's his name? Leisure Suit Larry account.
Yeah, I guess. I mean,
I think that counts.
they show some boobies sometimes, and like there's kind of
there was
sex at the end of that bad 3D one.
There's the Playboy game.
Oh yeah, they had that for Xbox. I should have bought it.
And the Guy game.
Yeah.
And BMX XXX, maybe
Of
BMX
course.
XXX.
Oh yeah.
Well, that game probably didn't do well. I guess even more so than that. I don't mean just straight up like here's some nipples. I mean like there's
Fucking.
people who are having sex.
Yeah, you
People
want
be
fucking. Yeah.
It probably is Honey Pop.
Like full on, just seeing it.
Look, I'll say it. You should probably have to see semen at some point.
Oh,
that's your definition.
I'm
Christian,
please,
please
give me
that sound clip.
It's not visible at all.
They would never have semen. They would never have semen at BMX XXX. There's semen all over the place in Honey Pop. There's just so much semen everywhere.
Why is that the qualifier? I don't
I think that's it.
understand.
I think that does make it a porno game instead of like a risque normal game.
Absolutely.
Okay, because in my this adult games thing in my Steam is like auto done by like anything that's like tagged as an adult game. So Honey Pop is in there, of course, and then but also so is Resident Evil Village, and so is Soul Calibur 6, and there's like what is the other one I was looking at? Heavy Rain, like there's a shower scene or whatever. That's not a porn game though. You need that semen.
You need semen. Semen's getting mainstream though. I saw The Green Knight. And he gets a handy in that movie, and they showed the semen, and that's just like an art film. I was pretty surprised.
Wait, what?
They show it in Silence of the Lambs.
Oh, really? I never saw that. Interesting.
There's a flick situation, yeah.
Oh, I thought it was the lotion. I know.
No, it's through a jail cell to flick some stuff.
Oh, gross.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, I will do the impossible pivot here and ask chat
I'm just
to pick
answering
one.
questions, Jim. Okay.
Speaking of cum, they chose hot honey.
Yo, dumpers. What's the best thing to put on fried chicken, and why is it hot honey? Okay, have a go. Bye.
I mean, that's super up there.
Yeah.
Ranch. I usually go ranch or barbecue sauce, but if hot honey is an option, I will totally go for that. Also, syrup. Syrup, yeah. Chicken and waffles.
Yeah. A little spicy. Like I can't even do really spicy anymore because of my Crohn's, but I do like a spicy syrup or a spicy honey on the fried chicken on top of a waffle. That whole situation. So, but yeah, just like a barbecue sauce or I don't know about just a pure ranch on fried chicken. I think I would at least need like a spicy ranch or something like something a bit more than just straight up ranch dressing.
That's kind of my go-to chicken nugget dip. I get the spicy nuggets from Wendy's and ranch, like the cooling of the ranch with the spiciness of the nuggets. That's good stuff.
The cooling of the ranch for some reason made me think of Silence.
The cooling of the ranch.
The sequel, yeah.
Sure, yeah.
The cooling of the ranch.
Red Dragon cooling of the ranch. Yeah.
I don't know how you guys could do it. Go from talking about cum to talking about food back to back. I'm upset. My tummy's upset.
I didn't even give it a second thought, Jeff.
It's easy.
I'm over here like, I don't want to do this show anymore.
I don't think of
I want to go
it
home.
as a sandwich, and you're fine.
Yeah,
that's
okay.
it. You know. Wow. Well, this has been an adventure, has it not?
I think it was. Yeah.
But you guys were real sad when I was gone for a little bit there.
Yeah, it was terrible.
No, you came back and you brought the thunder.
It's just
Mitch.
delightful to be on stuff with. I like
Fat-ass white girl.
He's good. I miss him when he's gone.
Hard agree.
I love all you guys. You guys are all great.
Yeah, well, I fucked your mom.
Thank you, Pastor.
Oh my God!
Wait,
I'm sitting here putting the guy over.
That wasn't me.
God, why would he?
It was literally you.
Yeah,
Jeez.
but like that guy I said that to was real mean to me. Remember?
I don't remember. No.
I do think this episode of the voicemail dump truck is the one that could be referenced in some sort of litigation.
Yeah, definitely. 100%.
No, I think this is the one we send out. We send this out in the for your consideration.
Yeah, that's right. We're gonna get a Webby. This is gonna get a Webby.
Oh, are those still a thing?
Yes, they absolutely are. Honest Games trailers, a fandom original, just won a Webby.
Well, congratulations.
Yeah.
But also, wow. Okay.
Very
Great.
good. 707 Exit Flu is our phone number. Mike Minotti, Dan Riker, Jeff Grubb. What a freaking pleasure. Thank you, chat. Thanks to everyone who called in. We'll be back next time, everyone. See you later.
Oh, just cut off. Oh, well.
I can do a fade up.
All right. Yeah, we're still hot mics, hot faces. Let's raid.
All right.
Let's rage. How about that? You ever think about raging instead of raiding?
Hey,
Let's fucking go.
Well, this is this gummy bear one.
Because I was asking if the Game Mess morning theme was yummy like a gummy bear or yummy like a dummy bear. But YouTube closed captions just recommended or just spelled out kill me like a gummy bear.
Oh, Jesus.
Which one is it, Grub?
It's that.
Is it kill me like a gummy bear, or are you killing me with them dummy-ass gummy vibes?
Man.
Gummy butts? Love yous.
I need to
Bye-bye.
check myself. I thought you said fill me like a gummy bear.
Okay, all right. Let's raid. Let's get out of here.
Mike's in a way.
I am. Yeah, he's feeling a particular way tonight.
Sorry.
Yes.
Yeah.
Did we let him drink? Is that what happened?
Yes, well, I deserved it after
that's
that
what it
freaking
was.
group of
Yeah,
I want to drink with Mitch. I want to drink.
Oh yeah, it's a good time.
That'll be fun.
Get in. Try to get in early because I think we might be able to make the thing happen. All right,
guys.
I know. I'm not trying to make you feel bad. All right. I know.
It appears that Orange Cassidy is currently wearing a Mario hat and watching old American Gladiators episodes.
Oh, that sounds like the exact
great.
place
Can
where
we
our
rate
audience
that?
needs to go next.
Delightful.
What's his name?
FS Orange Cassidy.
Yeah.
What is it? XS?
FS, like freshly squeezed.
FS.
Probably my favorite
yes,
champion.
okay.
My favorite champion wrestling right now. I love
Oh,
him.
he's
Oh
great.
yeah,
He's
he is.
excellent, yeah.
He's perfect. He's like the perfect wrestler right now.
He does nothing
awesome.
wrong. Is he still online? Did they go off? I didn't see him on mine.
Let's see here.
No, he's watching right now.
going. Raid. There we go.
Oh, he's not on his personal, not on AEW's.
Oh, right.
Okay.
That's my problem.
All right, everybody. We're gonna get out in about 5 seconds. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll be back with more stuff tomorrow. UPF and all that.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.